Hey, everybody. I want to introduce you today to my friend, Shaeah Love. Say hi, Shaeah.
Hi, everybody.
Shaeah and I met on the island of Kona, which I don't know about you, Shaeah, but I'm feeling so much connection right now with the volcanoes
I
and the
know.
lava. And I'm just like, and I'm not scared either. It's this energy of like, whoa.
Creation
Yeah.
and life erupting. Yeah,
Oh
totally.
my
I'm with you,
gosh.
sister.
And Pele and like
Hmm.
female and like
Fire.
rise. Yeah, it's fiery and sexy. So
Hmm.
along that note, today, Shaeah is a love coach. She's going to be talking to us about getting ready for love. Shaeah owns Shaeah Love Coaching. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to get and prepare yourself for love, for the love of your life, for the love of your dreams. If
Hmm.
you are single and ready, or you're dating around and trying to figure it all out, Shaeah is your love doctor. So, Shaeah, take it away. Tell us all about what's going on with you.
Yeah, wow. I call myself sacred relationship coach because I really feel that relationship is a part of a spiritual path. And I feel it's the deepest fulfillment of ourselves as a woman and as a human being to be able to realize that potential of sharing your love and your life with someone, right? And to be
Yeah.
able to express yourself in that way, in your sensuality, your sexuality, intimacy, communication. And that a true soulmate, a beloved, is someone who is, your partner in life, someone who is really there for you, supports you, gets you, believes in you, and really inspires you to be the best version of yourself. That's what my beloved is to me, and that what I am to him. And we just, are really strong and clear in who we are, and support each other to be the best version of ourselves, and really show up for each other. And it's such a blessing to have that. And that's why I'm so passionate about supporting other women to get that.
Now, I love that. Now, some of our listeners might be playing devil's advocate here, going like, I don't need a man or woman or whatever, right? Like, I don't need a partner. I'm the
Mm-hmm.
crazy cat lady, and that's what I decide to be. Or I don't need to have somebody else in my life. Do you want to maybe expound upon why you believe that we should be partnered, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe like what's the larger purpose for that?
Yeah, I love, Jennifer, that you named a really kind of big movement right now as women are coming into their power and realizing their full potential, and running businesses, um, you know earning more than ever, just being fiercely independent, right? This is a time of independence, the rise of the feminine. And so, yeah, there is that energy of like, yeah, I got it all. Why do I need a man? Or why do I even need a partner? And that's kind of one of the barriers that I address in some of my teachings, is this kind of self-reliance energy. And there's nothing wrong with it. In fact, I celebrate it. I'm fully in that movement. I'm rising to my own power, and creating an incredible business that I love and passionate about, making more money than I'm ever had before. I'm on that path and movement as well. And I am of the stance and belief that a relationship can enhance our experience of life. I know a lot of women and my clients come to me with this idea like, oh, a partner will drag me down, will distract me from my purpose, will take energy away, time and energy away from the things that I love. And I have had that experience in past relationships. I know that that's definitely a part of the danger of an unhealthy, dysfunctional relationship. And that's why I take a stand for and teach my clients how to step into their worthiness and
Mm.
their power to actually attract a partner who's going to meet them and where they're at, support them where they're at, and enhance their experience of life. And I really believe that that's part of what a relationship is about, is enhancement. With partnership, with an ally. I feel my beloved is one of my greatest allies. He is my greatest ally. I can do more than I could do on my own. And plus, it's so much more fun, right? Life is so much more enjoyable when we have a playmate, when we have someone to go on adventures with, to travel with, to allow our weirdness out, you know? I am a firm believer that in a true sacred relationship, we can let our freak flags fly. And that's part of, you know, being in a true sacred relationship, is we get to show up fully as ourselves and be loved for that. And also be inspired to be a greater version of ourselves, someone who's even has a greater capacity to love and be supportive and to show up for somebody and to go to the depths of intimacy that actually I believe most women long for, even if they may not admit it. Like I have had clients who are like in that place of, yeah, I don't need a man, or I don't want a partner, or I don't really feel like it's that important to me. But when we spent some time together and dug a little deeper, you know, then they touch that tender place in their heart that was like, oh yes, like I just deeply long to be with someone and be able to express that aspect of myself that can only be expressed with a lover, with a beloved.
And I'm sure a lot of that comes from being hurt in some way or abused in some way. So I have this weird thing that I feel like sort of relates to that. So last night, my husband, I would say, was watching Roseanne, like the latest Roseanne comeback.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to listen to it because it's really negative, and it's all about, you know, being poor and this poor mindset and this I'm stuck and the government's against me and all this weird stuff. And I don't believe in that. That's not the energy that I put out or that I feel. But I started to kind of listen to some of it, and I'm like, this is really how the mass majority of people think. And they feel like that they're trapped in this marriage and that life's really hard and that, you know, you don't have to truly be in love with the person that you're with, and you just kind of, it is what it is, and you're married forever. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought it doesn't have to be like that. And the more that we can awaken, not just women, but men too, to the fact that you can have more, that you deserve more. And to your point, you're worthy of more.
Absolutely.
And that's deep. Like, I feel you. I'm sure you have clients.
I'm just getting chills as you're talking about that.
You have clients that don't want to go there because it hurts. Like, I get it. My first marriage was very, very verbally abusive. And when I found my husband, who I'm married to now, certainly manifested him. I mean, for years would visually, you know, mentally think about, well, what kind of husband do I want? What kind of husband do I deserve? And who do I want to fall asleep with at night? And who do I want to sit outside on the deck and drink wine with? And what kind of conversations do I want to have? And do I want him to be tall, or do I want him to be broad, or you know what I mean? Yeah. And then when we met on Match, which I think was a lot of the whole manifesting, magnetizing thing. A lot like, for me, the platform on social media that works is LinkedIn. And so I do so much pull marketing where I magnetize people to me that share the same beliefs and share the same wants and dreams of being a business owner, or rocking it as a woman CEO. So I feel like on the love side, I kind of magnetized him to me. And the minute that we locked eyes, it was like, oh, that's it. Yeah. And to your point, I love how a partner can be helpful and be such a value add, and then have somebody to have those conversations with at night and share dreams and dream bigger. And we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary in our dream house. So we got married 5 years ago. Thank you. And we've moved several times and bought a few houses, and I kept stretching us in our goals together. Like, what if we had 5 bedrooms? What if we had a pool? What if we had this? And then all of a sudden, you know, we manifested it and we made it happen. But as a couple, you know, we did.
That's the thing. Exactly. Yeah. When you are together, you can think outside of your own limiting ideas of what's possible. And that was definitely one of my biggest intentions. And I truly believe I manifested my beloved. And I was very intentional about it. And that's the work that I do with my clients, is get them to be very intentional and, you know, own that power that they have to create and to call in what they deserve, and get them to that place of worthiness of having something that's good. But yeah, one of my strongest intentions was someone who was fully on that wavelength of life is magical. Yes. And not only did I attract someone like that, but actually his name is Magie. He's French, and magie means magic. So I'm just getting chills as I share that. But yeah, like that's, for me, that was a big part, because I really believe in living life connected to the magic that it can be and that it is. And we so share that energy and dream big and have fun, thinking of what is possible. And we really stretch each other. And that's one of the amazing gifts of being in a partnership with someone who can meet you at that level.
Can you talk to us a little bit about the process that you walk a new client from beginning to maybe end, of maybe like deconstructing those, delimiting beliefs, to building back up that worthiness, to finding someone? What does that process look like when someone's working with you?
Yeah. So the first phase of working with me is I actually really get women to stop any of the seeking, to break out of that pattern of needing someone, seeking something outside of themselves. Because one of my biggest revelations that helped me shift from, wanting a relationship for kind of the wrong reasons to be fulfilled, was that I needed to source my own happiness and my own fulfillment. And so I really guide women and give women practices and support to go really deep into a connection with their own personal power, their personal inner strength, and really get them solid in who they are. What are their values? What's important to them? What are their deepest desires? Really get them connected to who they really are, and as a woman, as a human being, so that they're really solid in that. And then that is a natural evolution into their worthiness. When they're reconnected to their inner strength, their power as a woman, and what's possible, and what their dreams and desires are, then they start to realize, like, yeah, why would I settle for anything less than what I really want? And they get excited, start to build that excitement, what's possible, and clarifying that. And then, of course, we do some really deep, powerful work on releasing anything from the past, any of those past relationship wounding, patterning. A lot of clients, in my experience, was attracting partners of the same challenges, right? The repeating issues. So really helping women to get the learning from it, glean the gifts from the past relationships, so they can be fully free from that and create something new. And then it's the process of really getting them in touch with their feminine radiance, their juiciness, their lusciousness, so they have that inner glow. And what you mentioned is like be able to magnetize and attract their beloved from that glow, rather than this place of needing and then they attract someone who's dysfunctional. No, attracting someone who's like, yeah, she's someone I want to get to know. And there's that spark that you spoke to when you locked eyes, and they're letting themselves be fully seen. And it's a really juicy, yummy, deep, profound process that is quite transformational. And women will go from being completely resigned to being alone, shut down, distrusting, riddled with doubts about whether they could have a relationship that is good and healthy, to really standing strong and clear in the knowing that they can and will attract a beloved who's going to absolutely love, honor, and cherish them.
I love that. And I think that we've seen and heard examples of this in, I would say, real life outside of your program, where like I have a good friend, and every time he starts to date again, all of a sudden 10 people want to date him, because he's exuding this like hot, juicy, I'm no longer on the market because now I have somebody thing. And it's like magnet. All these chicks are, his phone's dinging, and like, plenty of fishes going off, and Facebook's dinging. It's so much fun. I think we've all felt that, right? Sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it's juicy. And, and that's the thing, like it takes dedication, energy, and commitment. But it's not, and there is a bit of hard work, like deep work. I don't want to say hard, like deep work. But most of it is about like really expanding into a juicy, yummy, exciting, vibrant life. And, and so it just be, women get to really open up to, their fullest amazingness that they are. And that becomes the light that attracts someone who's going to absolutely honor them. Mm-hmm. And I'll even go as far as like worship them, like awaken to their goddess essence and really have that sacred connection on that level.
I love it. So I hear that you have a free webinar coming up just in the next week or two, May 23rd at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Can you tell us about what's going to happen on this webinar?
Yeah, so it's called the Top 3 Barriers and Keys to Attracting Your Beloved. So I'll go through, really identifying and naming what is it that really gets in the way. Because basically, love is our truest essence. It's who we are. It's what we are. And love is always available to us. And so it's not that we have to seek for love. It's that there's stuff that gets in the way, our history, or, all these things, our beliefs. Mm-hmm. And so it's just about looking at what is getting in the way. So then they can begin the process of like, oh yeah, okay, I just need to clear the way and really open up to that possibility and the knowing that they can attract their beloved.
Wonderful. Okay, so that is May 23rd at 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Mm-hmm. Then you have a class coming up, an online program called Heal Your Heart to Reopen to Love. I love that. Yeah. That starts June 4th. So can you talk a little bit about how is that going to be different than the webinar?
Yeah, so it's 6 weeks long. So we'll definitely have time to really, so the webinar, you'll learn what the barriers are and get to touch on, and I'll give some practices that you can start to do at home. But really, it takes, when you have a sacred container of other women on the path and someone guiding you, then you actually get to go and do some of the necessary work of clearing out those barriers, right? Mm-hmm. And, it's going to be 3 phases of like really getting you in touch with your inner strength, owning your personal power, claiming your worth, doing the work. We'll actually be doing some of the work together. You'll be, doing the work together with my guidance, with the support of the other sisters in the group, so that you actually get to do the work. You don't just like, oh yeah, I'll get to that someday. You actually do it. You clear out some of the barriers, release some of the past, start freeing yourself up so you can claim your worth, build the trust in yourself to attract someone who's going to treat you well. And then of course, we'll do some fun, juicy work on getting you more in touch with your feminine radiance and your lusciousness and igniting that inner glow so that you can attract someone.
And if you really want to get to meet Shaeah on the beautiful island of Vancouver, she has a live event in September. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's called the Irresistible Woman Retreat. And this is September 15th to 16th. It's 2 days at a wonderful retreat center on Westwood Lake. It's right on a lake, beautiful setting. And this is where, we'll have 2 full days together to just really delve into the practices, things that you can only do in person, right? So obviously a relationship is about relating. And so of course, in person, you'll get in your body, in your energy, in your heart, the transmission, the experience of relating from a deep-hearted, connected, build your skills in intimacy, be together with other women, doing practices to get really in your body, connected to your femininity, your juiciness. And we'll do some deeper work of clearing out some of those barriers, some of the things so that you can just truly open your heart and open your body and your energy to attracting your beloved.
Sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, and becoming an irresistible woman, of course, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, is there anything else that you want to share with everybody before we're finished? Anything you want to leave us with?
Uh, well, I want you to know that if there's any doubt, any questioning, any uncertainty or wounding that you are living with that is getting in the way of you thinking that love is possible for you, doubting that you can share your love in your life with someone, I want you to know that if it is in your heart, if your heart longs for that, that it is so possible for you. And all you need to do is to get some support and do some of the work to clear the way. And it is so possible and so worth every effort, because, you know, I want you to realize the fullest expression of your being and be able to be a lover and have that part of you known and felt and expressed. And it makes life so much richer and juicier and yummier.
I love it. Okay, so we're going to have links below in the show notes so that you can connect with her on her different events that she has coming up. And then Shaeah, how else can everybody else connect with you? What's your best social media platform, website? What works best for you?
Yeah, so my website is shaeahlove.com. And when you go there, there's a free gift that you could sign up for, which is the Irresistible Women Checklist. And this is 11 essential qualities that I've identified that, really make you available and irresistible to a quality partner who's going to totally, rock your world. So, so that's the best way. And then, I'm on Facebook as Shaeah Love as well. And I have, when you go to my website, there's an opportunity to sign up for a Facebook group, a Love Magnet Sisterhood, where I do weekly live mindset shift videos about what gets in the way of attracting your beloved and share ongoing inspiration. And you can connect with other sisters on the path of looking for your beloved.
I love it.
Yeah, it's, not knowing that you're not alone. Being alone is an option. It's a choice. And I really invite you to open your heart to the possibility of connection and fulfillment in love and in life.
Wonderful. So come find a way to join yourself and connect with Shaeah. One would be to jump on Facebook and look up the Love Magnet Sisterhood. You can find her on Facebook. You can find her online on the internet, as well as all the links below that you can sign up for her event. Shaeah, thank you for spending some time with us.
It was such a pleasure. You're such a joy and delight. I'm so glad. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, guys.
Maybe we'll meet on Hawaii again sometime.
Absolutely. We will. Bye.
Blessings. Bye.